Assalamu Alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Have you ever heard about Surah Al-Waqiah being called the Surah of Wealth, but wondered why so many people recite it without seeing any real change? I used to be the same. I knew about its blessings, yet I didn't truly understand how to approach it. That all changed when I finally committed myself to reciting Surah Al-Waqiah correctly, with sincerity and consistency. Subhanallah, the results amazed me. Doors of provision began to open, my worries started to fade, and my wealth began to grow in ways I could never have imagined. In this video, I will share how this surah transformed my life, what mistakes to avoid, and the correct way to connect with it, so that you too can experience its incredible power. Stay with me until the end. You don't want to miss this. 1. Importance of Surah Al-Waqiah. Surah Al-Waqiah is often referred to as the Surah of Wealth because of the deep wisdom and spiritual reminders it contains. Unlike many other chapters of the Qur'an that focus primarily on laws or historical events, this surah emphasizes the reality of the hereafter and the ultimate outcome of every soul. It divides people into groups according to their deeds, reminding us that our choices directly influence our future. This constant reminder softens the heart and builds a stronger connection with Allah. Many scholars of Islam have highlighted the unique blessings that come with reciting Surah Al-Waqiah. It not only nurtures a mindset of gratitude and trust in Allah's provisions, but also aligns a believer's heart with the concept of rizq, sustenance, that is written by Allah alone. Through its verses, one develops certainty that wealth does not come from effort alone, but from Allah's decree. This shift in belief strengthens tawakkul, reliance on Allah, which in turn invites barakah into a person's life. In essence, the importance of Surah Al-Waqiah lies in its ability to transform how we view both this world and the next, making it a spiritual key to abundance and peace. 2. Common mistake. People hear about its power, but don't recite it regularly or correctly. One of the biggest mistakes many Muslims make with Surah Al-Waqiah is treating it as a ritual without true consistency. People often hear that it is the Surah of Wealth, so they recite it once in a while, expecting instant results. When nothing changes, they stop, believing it does not work. This half-hearted approach prevents them from experiencing the blessings that come with true dedication. Another mistake is reciting it quickly, without reflection or presence of heart. The Qur'an is not meant to be rushed through. Its verses are meant to be pondered. When a person recites Surah Al-Waqiah with the sole intention of gaining material wealth, while ignoring its deeper reminders about the hereafter, they miss the true essence of its message. Wealth is only one of the outcomes, not the main purpose. Some also neglect the proper time or discipline of recitation. Rather than making it a daily habit tied to a specific moment, they read it irregularly, and inconsistency weakens results. Just as any act of worship requires patience, sincerity, and routine, Surah Al-Waqiah brings its blessings when approached with seriousness and devotion. Correct recitation comes from both discipline and faith, not mere words. 3. Personal commitment. Reciting it daily with sincerity, after Maghrib, with trust in Allah, making a personal commitment to Surah Al-Waqiah requires more than casual effort. It is about weaving it into one's daily spiritual routine. By choosing a fixed time, such as after Maghrib, a believer creates a sense of discipline and consistency. This timing is significant because evenings often provide a quieter atmosphere, free from the distractions of the day, allowing the heart to focus fully on the recitation. Establishing this as a habit transforms it from a task into an act of devotion that nourishes the soul, Equally important is the sincerity behind the recitation. When a person reads with genuine humility and directs their heart toward Allah, every verse becomes a reminder of dependence on Him. Trust in Allah's promise strengthens with every repetition, gradually removing doubt and fear about provision. Over time, this commitment does not just change one's relationship with wealth, but also deepens reliance on Allah's mercy. Personal commitment also involves protecting this practice from neglect. No matter how busy life becomes, prioritizing Surah Al-Waqiah daily reflects true dedication. This continuous effort, combined with unwavering trust in Allah, opens unseen doors of blessings, proving that spiritual consistency is the foundation for worldly ease and abundance. 4. Results experienced: unexpected opportunities, reduced financial worries, and faster increase in wealth. When a person sincerely connects with Surah Al-Waqiah, one of the first results they often notice is the arrival of unexpected opportunities. These opportunities may come in the form of new sources of income, helpful connections, or blessings in existing work that suddenly begins to flourish. What once seemed closed off starts to open, reminding the believer that Allah provides from places we cannot imagine. Another powerful outcome is the easing of financial stress. While challenges may not disappear completely, the constant feeling of worry begins to fade. A sense of reassurance settles in the heart, making it easier to face responsibilities with calmness rather than fear. This inner peace is itself a form of wealth, as it frees the mind from anxiety and allows space for gratitude and clarity. Alongside this, many notice an acceleration in financial growth. Projects may succeed more quickly, debts may be repaid with greater ease, and small efforts may yield larger returns. It feels as though blessings multiply, turning limited resources into something abundant. These results remind the believer that wealth is not measured only in numbers, but in barakah, the divine increase that transforms even little into enough, and enough into plenty. 5. True cause of blessings: not magic, but Allah's mercy and barakah when recited with faith. The blessings that come through Surah Al-Waqiah are not the result of hidden rituals or magical formulas. They are entirely dependent on Allah's mercy and the barakah He places in the lives of those who turn to Him. This distinction is crucial because many people mistakenly expect instant, worldly gains without understanding that the Qur'an is a divine guide meant to strengthen faith before anything else. When a believer recites Surah Al-Waqiah with trust in Allah, they are in fact acknowledging Him as the ultimate provider. This act of reliance becomes a form of worship, and through it, Allah chooses to bless their sustenance. Barakah manifests in countless ways, sometimes through financial growth, at other times through protection from loss, or even through contentment that makes one feel rich, regardless of their resources. Faith acts as the key that unlocks these blessings. Without it, recitation becomes an empty habit with little effect. But with sincere belief, every verse becomes a reminder that wealth is in Allah's hands alone. Understanding this truth changes the way one seeks provision, no longer with desperation, but with calm certainty that Allah's mercy is the true source of abundance. 6. Practical lesson: wealth and provision flow when we connect with Surah Al-Waqiah with both tongue and heart. The greatest lesson Surah Al-Waqiah teaches is that real transformation happens when recitation is done with both the tongue and the heart. Simply reading the verses aloud is not enough. The soul must also be engaged. When a believer internalizes the meaning of the surah, every word becomes a reminder of the temporary nature of this world and the certainty of the hereafter. This awareness reshapes priorities and strengthens trust in Allah's provision. Wealth, in this sense, is not just financial gain, but a flow of sustenance in all aspects of life. It may appear as stability in one's family, good health, or the ability to live contently with what Allah has given. By reciting with sincerity, a person invites this flow into their life, allowing Allah's blessings to reach them in ways beyond calculation. The practical takeaway is simple yet profound. Consistency, reflection, and heartfelt sincerity open the doors of rizq. Surah Al-Waqiah should not be treated as a mere routine, but as a spiritual connection. When both the tongue speaks its words and the heart feels their weight, the believer experiences wealth not only as material increase, but as a complete state of barakah and tranquility. Alhamdulillah, dear brothers and sisters, Surah Al-Waqiah has truly shown me how powerful Allah's words are when we approach them with sincerity and faith. I pray that Allah blesses you with endless rizq, ease in your affairs, and barakah in everything you do. If you found this video beneficial, please like, share, and subscribe to Purpose Deen so more hearts can benefit from these reminders. Before you leave, drop a comment with this positive prayer. Ya Allah, grant me halal wealth filled with barakah. May Allah accept it from all of us.